Dr. Jeff here with you today. Today we talked a little bit about something called a high ankle sprain. There's kind of two types of ankle sprains. There's what we call the common ankle sprain or the lower ankle sprain and a high ankle sprain. The common lower ankle sprain is something that's, it's below the ankle. What that is you've got some ligaments here. You've got three of them that come off the fibula down to the calcaneus here, and one big one that kind of comes off the tibia onto the talus. And we call that a lower ankle sprain because, again, it's below the ankle. Then we have the high ankle sprain, and that is you've got ligaments here that attach from the fibula over to the tibia. You also have a fibrous tissue in between here that kind of keeps this together. And what can happen, for both types of injuries, what can happen requires kind of a dorsiflexion and an inversion here. So your foot comes down and rolls, much like falling off the edge of a sidewalk. What can happen is if somebody's wearing a brace or, say, a high-cut shoe, ski boot, or a skate, that ankle can't roll, that lower ankle joint can't roll over, so the whole top high ankle rolls over, and that can lead to this high ankle sprain. One way we diagnose that is you come in, we kind of squeeze your tibia and your fibula, and it's quite painful. One difference with these ankle sprains is that with a lower ankle sprain, you can generally kind of walk straight with it. It's not so bad. With a high ankle sprain, because the compression comes down, it's separating those two bones apart from each other, and it can be very painful. Well, what do you do if you suffer one of these high ankle sprains? And you might hear this sometimes in hockey and stuff. Well, best thing is rest, ice, and elevation. So you're going to rest it, you're going to ice it, you're going to elevate it. That will control the swelling that's going on in it. If you come in to see us, we'll do some IFC, some muscle stim to try and help with the swelling, get some blood flowing. We'll do some mobilization of that ankle joint to get it moving again. Best thing for this would be some cold laser therapy that goes in. It's best thing for healing up these ligaments with it. If you decide not to do anything and just kind of rest it, you're looking at probably 8 to 12 weeks for a high ankle sprain to get better. If you want to get better faster, you come in for treatment. Generally, for 4 to 6 weeks with proper treatment, we can get that ankle sprain better. So if you have an accident and you roll your ankle and you're not sure what it is, you can always come in and we can certainly diagnose it for you, whether it's a lower ankle sprain or a high ankle sprain. We can do the proper treatment on it, get you back into your activities much faster with the proper treatment. If you have any questions about ankle sprains or high ankle sprains, you can always contact me at jgoldsworthy at goldsworthywellness.com. Talk to me on Facebook, or you can always book online with us and come in and see us, and we can have a look at it. I'm Dr. Jeff. I've got your back.